Hello guys, Brad here again with another fragrance review. Today I want to look at a fragrance called Divine Vanille, which is the final sample from my 7 sample discovery set from Essential Parfums. And normally I would probably want to review a vanilla fragrance in the fall when that type of note would probably be the most enjoyable, but because it's the last in the set, I'll go ahead and talk about it today so I can get it over with and move on to a completely different collection or fragrance. Came out in 2019, classified amber vanilla. Top notes are cinnamon, clary sage, and black pepper. Middle notes are incense, pomerose, and osmanthus. And in the base, Madagascar vanilla, tonka bean, siam, benzoin, Texas cedar, patchouli, and musk. So a ton of notes are listed here. For the most part, the fragrance does seem to be rather simplistic and basic to my nose. Definitely the star of the show here is the vanilla, so vanilla fans will most likely enjoy this fragrance. I guess the problem here is that there are a ton of vanillas already on the market. Fragrances that either are called vanilla something or other, or simply have a prominent vanilla note into them, like this one does. So lots of vanilla. You do get some light spices in there, cinnamon, clary sage, black pepper, but the spices here seem to be pretty light and subdued. In the mid, you have the pomerose and osmanthus. Floral notes don't really get a strong floral here either. Maybe a very light floral, but nothing so floral that you're going to think, oh, I smell like grandma today or whatever, but no, very light floral, hardly even notice it. Incense is mentioned. Hardly can detect the incense. It just comes across as another light spice, just like the cinnamon and the clary sage, black pepper. And some woods in here, patchouli, musk. Very subtle as well. So what you get is basically a very prominent vanilla fragrance with subtle this, subtle that, to kind of make it a bit more interesting, but basically just a basic vanilla fragrance to my nose. A little bit boring, actually, as far as I'm concerned. I probably wouldn't rush out to buy this one. It is listed unisex, and I can see why, because you do got like the spices to try to pull it masculine, florals trying to pull it feminine, but in the end it just kind of ends up in between in the unisex nice range, for all sexes. Not so masculine that it's going to be sexy man. It's not so feminine that's going to be sexy girl. Just kind of like a everyday vanilla, kind of plain, simple, even though it sounds pretty complex. Nothing too interesting to my nose. There's no tobacco, which I love in vanilla fragrances. There's vanilla tobacco fragrances, or cherry tobacco vanillas. The cinnamon, sometimes if the cinnamon is strong or the ginger is strong, that can give it a nice kick. It's not really a kick. It's more of like a little nudge with a toe, Nothing really spicy here, just a light spice. You can detect it, but it doesn't really have a kick to it like a strong, spicy vanilla would. So that's pretty much it. I mean, it's okay as far as vanillas go. I've seen some people compare this one to some other vanillas on the market, like Harriet or Leighton. Ooh, it smells like Leighton or Harriet. Oh, but I haven't smelled these fragrances. I don't know what they smell like or how this compares to them. I would probably say, if you have a lower ohm or something like that, that would probably be fine if you're a guy and you don't really need this one. Or just any good basic cheap vanilla is probably going to hold its own with this one. Certainly if you have like a tobacco vanilla fragrance or cherry tobacco vanilla fragrance, it'll probably outshine this one, in my opinion, for guys. But if you like more of a unisex vibe with your vanilla, or more of a basic vanilla vibe, this is fine, I suppose, but nothing I would get too excited about personally. So that's all I'm going to rant about on this one. A nice basic vanilla, nothing to get excited about in my opinion, but if you like vanillas, this one's certainly worth checking out for the price, or get the discovery set and just sample it along with the rest of the samples in the kit. See what you think. So smell for me, 6.5 out of 10. I think for guys, there's more masculine and exciting vanillas than this one. Protection longevity, like the other ones in the group, it doesn't really seem to have a real strong smell to it. Even the vanillas, a lot of times they do have a very strong presence about them. More of a subtle, close quarters vanilla. So I'll say like 4 to 6 hours, maybe 7 out of 10. Versatility, 7 out of 10, because I think this one is more for fall, winter, but you could wear it day, evening, night. Signature scent, especially in cooler weather or indoors. But yeah, I don't think spring, summer, or hot days is going to be the best time to wear this one. Uniqueness, 5 out of 10. I think that's where this really hurts, because, like I said, everybody knows what vanilla smells like. I think even one person said it smelled like a vanilla candle. So if you smelled anything with a strong vanilla note in there, it's going to probably remind you of this a little bit. 100 ml is $75, so like the other essential perfumes in the line, a very reasonable, cheap, niche option compared to some of these more expensive vanillas out there. I think somebody even said, oh yeah, it's up there with Guerlain's Spiritueuse Double Vanille, which is pretty expensive vanilla fragrance. But yeah, I think it does lack that boozy edge that I like in vanillas as well. So that's another reason why I'm not too excited here. It lacks the booze, it lacks the tobacco, the spices don't kick like I think they should or could. So overall for me, 6.5 out of 10. If you just want a basic, non-offensive vanilla, unisex, for women and men, all ages, yeah, fine. This one's great. But if you're looking for something more masculine and sexy and interesting, I think there's better options. So that's my thoughts. I'm going to stop talking about Divine Vanille. Thanks for watching and listening to my little rant. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys later.